Sandbox has now only been operating for 2 years, being fully operational. I've been in post at Sandbox for 3 years, but as you know, the Media Factory has only been in operation around 2 years, just over 2 years. So we've been fully functioning in this lovely space for around 2 years and working with a variety of clients within this environment. I originally came from John Moores University and moved here to set up Sandbox from scratch. Even though we do make money, we reinvest that money back into the organisation, and that's important to us. So I would say we're not for profit. We don't actually work directly with students. We work with a variety of clients, and the university is one of those clients. So we work with clients, everyone from Merseyside Police, the NHS, to the university itself, to local communities and local groups. We don't have students in here because we don't teach, but hopefully students would see some of the benefits of the work that we've done with the staff at UCLan and some of the senior managers at UCLan as well. So if we put a call out to every student in the university and said, we're interested in working with you if you've got a great idea for a new website or social media site, and we did that competitively across the whole of the university. And then they came to Sandbox to hone those ideas into fully functioning business plans or businesses with other students. That's something we would be very, very interested in doing. One of the first things that we do when we interview people here is see how they operate as a team member first. Because if they can't work with us as part of a team, even if they're great as a facilitator or as a technical person, we don't accept them. Because that's one of the key things about work that we believe we have to get on with people. And so often, I think, as students, and when I was a student as well, you're not taught to collaborate or work together. It's too often. I mean, some courses are beginning to do that, you know, in terms of group type activity. But if you look at industry, when you work in industry, every job involves working with teams of people. But for some reason, to a large degree, we're not taught those skills. I think, and I would welcome any of your students to come and have a look at Sandbox. I mean, people have said it feels a bit of a closed door to many people, but I mean, students are very welcome to come up here and discuss any issue or anything about their education or what Sandbox is about, and we're very open to that. It's worth saying as well that we only have 11 people that work at Sandbox. It's not a huge organisation. In terms of the facilitation, we have developed various forms of interactive technology to aid that facilitation process. One is RED, which I'm sure we'll have a look at, is allowing multiple users to interact with the screen. And that screen can either be usually large screen projection. And that allows a facilitator to ask a question and the people with the keyboards to answer that question in real time. The Sandbox mission statements is around change, really, and that's quite an aspiration to have. But we believe in change across the whole society, and that's why we work with a range of organisations, even to community groups, cultural organisations and arts organisations. We believe that we provide business value as well, if you take that as a term, to any of those sectors as well, because if you work with a community group, they want to get on better, they want to apply for funds for what they want to do. So we see ourselves as assisting people in that change within their workplace or their local environments is crucial to what we believe in. Lego is franchised, as I said, worldwide as a solution, a business solution, and we use it in various ways. Lego is something that most people are familiar with, so they tend to be fairly relaxed with it. They do see it as a plaything, which can be a negative sometimes until people use it. Because if you have 3 CEOs come into here and they look at Lego and think, oh, that's just for kids. And to some extent, it is built for kids. But the way in which we use it is very much a business-orientated focus. I guess Sandbox is always evolving and changing. I guess the future for us is used that phrase, is bright. I think it's a question of balance, though, and this is where sometimes I have some sleepless nights over, really, because we're only a small organisation, and it's And believe it or not, it's quite easy to get carried away and think, you know, we could dominate the world in 5 years' time and things like that. My philosophy is to take one step at a time and to move in a clear and fairly concise way that makes sense.